Be ready. Start. Every proceeding for the correction of records and every suit and proceedings in respect of declaration of rights or interest in any land lying in the area or for declaration or adjudication of any other right in regard to which proceedings can or ought to be taken under this act pending before any court or authority, whether of the first instance or of appeal, reference, or revision, shall, on an order being passed in that behalf by the court or authority before whom such suit or proceeding is pending, stand abated, provided further that such abatement shall be without prejudice to the rights of the persons affected to agitate the right or interest in dispute in the said suits or proceedings before the appropriate consolidation authorities under and in accordance with the provisions of this act and the rules made thereunder. In my opinion, the Supreme Court did not differ with the principle laid down in the former case. Hence, we are of the opinion that under Section 4, C, a suit, an appeal, a reference, or a revision will abate, and neither a preliminary decree nor a final decree will abate. Hence, we dismiss the petition filed by the appellant under Section 4C of the Act, even if it is held that the appeal abates under Section 4C of the Act, the effect will be that it will not help the party inasmuch as even if the appeal abates, the final decree remains alive. The suit comes to an end when a preliminary decree is passed for the purpose of Bihar Consolidation of Holdings and Prevention of Fragmentation Act. We have referred only to some of the salient provisions of the Act, and they will clearly show that the subject matter of the dispute between the parties in this litigation are all matters falling for adjudication within the purview of the authorities constituted under the Act. In fact, Clause B of subsection 2 of Section 5 of the Act, as it now stands, also lays down that the abatement of the proceedings under Clause A shall be without prejudice to the rights of persons affected to agitate the right or interest in dispute in the said suits or proceedings before the appropriate consolidation authorities under the Act and in accordance with the provisions of the Act and the rules made thereunder. The trial court decreed the suit declaring that the plaintiffs were the owners of certain khatas and were entitled to recover possession of the same. On appeal being preferred, the learned district judge Gaya dismissed the appeal and affirmed the decree of the trial court. In second appeal, the High Court took note of the fact that one of the defendants had died during pendency of the appeal before the district court, and his legal representatives were neither impleaded nor did anyone claiming under him come to be substituted in the appeal pending in the district court. During the pendency of the second appeal before the High Court, an affidavit was filed stating that a notification under Section 3 of the 1956 Act had been issued, and in view of the language employed in Section 4 of the said Act, the suit and the appeals stood abated. The High Court accepted the submission and disposed of the appeal by stating that the proceedings stood abated and resultantly the judgments and decrees of the courts below deserved to be set aside. This court referred to Section 4 as amended in 1973 and thereafter referred to the material part of the proviso to Clause C of Section 4 of the Act. A contention was raised that the High Court had erred in setting aside the judgments and decrees of the trial court as well as of the First Appellate Court, which were in favor of the appellants before this court on the ground that those proceedings had stood abated. When a scheme of consolidation is undertaken, the Act provides for adjudication of various claims to land involved in consolidation by the authorities set up under the Act in order to permit the authorities to pursue adjudication of rival claims to land unhampered by any proceedings in civil courts, a wholesome provision was made that the pending proceedings involving claims to land in the hierarchy of civil courts may be in the trial court, appeal, or revision should abate. This provision was made with a view to ensuring unhampered adjudication of claims to land before the authorities under the Consolidation Act without being obstructed by proceedings in civil courts. Thank you.